Gaming Manual.
Hey everyone, this is Josh from the Gaming Manual, and on this episode of The Good, the Bad, and the Buggy, we will be discussing Mega Man 6 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. The Good. The Energy Balancer. I still stand by the slide being one of the best quality of life changes that was desperately needed for the Mega Man series. However, the Energy Balancer, in my opinion, is definitely the second best, and unfortunately wasn't introduced until this late in the series. This power-up is hidden in Tomahawk Man stage, and requires you to have the power adapter, which you get from Flame Man, in order to reach it. At first, it's just an empty room, but a quick cutscene plays out, and after hearing Proto Man's whistle, you will teleport in, drop off the power-up, and teleport out. A bit strange that you just couldn't get this at Dr. Light's lab. However, now when you come across energy weapon capsules, instead of having to pause the game and select the weapon that you need to refill, you can simply grab the energy, and the weapon with the least amount of energy will gain all of the energy that you collect. You can even start the game with this power-up by using the code here on the screen. It actually makes an X. And it always made me think, did Proto Man steal this as an upgrade from Mr. X? But I should warn you, using the password will cause some glitches that we'll talk about in the Buggy section later. The bad. Change to the slide mechanic. This minor change has a huge impact on how the game plays and feels. In previous titles of Mega Man's, you could always jump out of a slide, which allows you to move more freely or even pull off some really tricky slide maneuvers. However, now you can't jump out of the slide, and you have to complete the slide before it'll recognize another input. You can stop the slide early if you press in the opposite direction that you're currently sliding, but only if there's enough room for Mega Man to stand. There was no reason to make this change. The slide never felt broken, and it remained unchanged for Mega Man 3, 4, and 5. But, like I said, you're not going to be sliding too much once you get access to the different rush adapters, as you'll probably be using those more frequently. Not much else to say about the slide, but it's always something I like to mention because it does feel different when you're sliding compared to previous titles. The Buggy. The switching platforms. This is a unique glitch that can only be done with the platforms that flip after landing on them. First, you need to be near a solid wall for it to work. All you have to do is land on the platform when it's facing to the left. Before it switches to the right, if you can jump in front of it, it will push you slightly into the wall before you. You will be alive and unable to move. But that won't be a problem for long, as the game will realize you're stuck in a wall and you'll explode. So far, I haven't been able to find a way to make use of this. I did try to clip through the glass in the first castle area into the shortcut, but I had no luck in actually successfully doing so. This is Josh from the Gaming Manual. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Let us know of your opinion of the game in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video.
Gaming Manual. Gaming Manual.